So yeah, now I'm gonna do the poached egg. So this is one of the healthiest ways to make an egg. So there's the egg. I really like the white eggs, probably because I really like the color white. So kind of that's probably one of the reasons why I really like white bread, because I really do like white. There's no doubt about that. And I think part of the reason why I really like white is because I grew up in Canada and got there as an infant, where I was seeing snow and enjoying the peacefulness of the cold, serene climate. I was in Mississauga. It's a really peaceful neighborhood. So as an infant, I think that really kind of just programmed me even more to really like white, and then eventually even want white. But it was really just a liking thing. So let me get the things. So for this, I'm just going to choose this small pot, because I'm only going to do one egg. And I just have to, I usually go ahead and turn it on high, which helps me to get things done a little quicker, because then I'm concerned about time. But I don't always do that when I need to perfect my process. So that's going to be more than enough water. So at least that gets that going. So now it's boiling, or it's actually going to start boiling. The heat is picking up, so it'll boil quicker than if I leave the burner off. And that cover rate, that helps the heat to collect and the water to boil even faster. And then there's the egg. So once the water is starting to boil, I'll start filming again to show the poaching process, which is not a very difficult thing. But I can get the rest of the things that I'll need. So I'll put it on this plate, just a small plate. This kind of qualifies for a meal for my one diet. I'll need that. And then I'll put away the things that are sharp, because I don't want to cut myself when I'm rushing to get something done. So I just put it all away. This is important in the operating room as a surgeon. Really important. Some of the surgeons who rush too much end up with injuries, where they even cut themselves. I don't know how often it happens, but I know it has happened in the future. And, you know, what is more concerning for surgeons, not as much now, but definitely during the 70s and 80s, was needle sticks leading to HIV infection. So human HIV, human immunodeficiency virus. So anyway, there's the water. It's not boiling yet. I'm going to turn this off and wait for the water to boil. This is the soup that I made. I added some mixed vegetables. It's really a salmon, avocado, and pear lentil-based soup with, you know, some added vegetables. It actually tastes really good. Kind of had to leave it overnight so it could, I guess, the flavors could mix, and it started tasting way better. And then I added some vegetables so that it's not just a soup, and actually have something to chew on. I still like to chew. All right. So there it is, and this is some of it that I have there too, which I'll finish up probably today after my egg. Oh, I did add chicken and pork to it too, not just vegetables. So it has salmon, chicken, and pork. All right. Anyway, so back to the poached egg. All right, so the water is boiling. It's clearly boiling because of the steam, but also the bubbles for the boiling. I guess there's the bubbles, yeah. So I'm just going to take off the top. And there's the egg. And I don't really want to do this one hand, so there goes that. For this, just have to crack the egg lightly and slowly open it and drop the egg into the water. Maybe that's not the best way to do it, but it's effective. This is almost like egg drop soup. No. Anyway, this is my poached egg. I'll show y'all. And it's one of the healthiest ways to cook an egg. Be careful with this stuff because it's really hot. Anyway, there's the poached egg. And that egg is pretty much done. You know, I gotta just go ahead and turn off the heat all the way. And I'm gonna use my strainer. Which is this right here. And I'll do that over the sink. So, let's put my strainer here and get all the egg contents, or as much of it as possible. That's pretty much all of it. So the egg, yeah, it's actually albumin. That's that outer part. So there it is. That's a poached egg. There's a little bit more probably to do it more masterfully. Like, I don't know, maybe they add a little bit of oil or something. I don't know. I might have to consult a book to find out. Because I've since eaten some poached eggs, and they managed to keep all the white part or the albumin, you know, so that it's not dispersed the way this one ended up. But that's definitely healthy. There's no doubt about that. That part I know. This is definitely one of the healthiest ways to eat an egg. And you really don't want to heat it up to the point of a hard-boiled egg, because, you know, there's no reason to denature the yolk that much. So I'm just gonna get the rest of the egg white. It's almost like coconut jelly when I scrape it off this way. I don't even want to waste that stuff anymore. Oh, done. Yeah, and it tastes really good. Alright, but I won't be able to scrape all of it off, so time to clean. Cleaning immediately actually really decreases work, because instead of having to clean stuck-on food with you know, mussel, you can just use water. And there I'm gonna have that with that little roll. So that's my one diet. Maybe I'll have something else to go with it. Let's see what's in the fridge. So I have some cheese, there's some chicken, meatball, and a protein drink. So I could garnish it with some fruit, like a slice of orange, or maybe even some carrots, but I don't think I'll bother to do that. I think I'll just have it this way for this morning. And I don't add salt, I don't add pepper, and I also don't add any oil, because it's way healthier for my heart and my cardiovascular system and my neurological system and my entire body. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. I will be publishing my one diet book really soon. I'm just not done with well, I just been busy with some other academic articles that I'm going to put out. One is a statistical model of race that I already have finished, and I will put that out in a paper. That paper is going to be called A List of Black Countries, or a list of black nigger countries, or a list of nigger countries, but it's going to be like that, of Earth with more than 75% black-skinned Fitzpatrick 6 Congoid nigger. And that that list will be ranked from whiteness to blackness of the population. So I'm going through that and re-ranking it a little bit more, and then creating some well, some of it could be economic models, but it's really, in this case, I mean, some of it could be applied to economic models rather, but in this case it's really models of race and races of humans. All right, and then I have something on tea that I'll be putting out soon. So that paper, though, I'm trying to get into the Journal of Biosocial Sciences or something, a journal that Richard Lynn recommended to me. And possibly in Scient Periodique, and then I usually put it in Quora, and I also include all my academic articles in my novels so that people can kind of follow my progression and read how I got from point A to point B and so forth. Especially since graduating from Harvard Medical School and doing my 8 months of internship that I got credit for, or got paid for rather. It's 8 months of internship that I got paid for at Waterbury Hospital and Yale New Haven Hospital in Connecticut. All right. Well, there it is. A poached egg, one of the healthiest ways to prepare and cook an egg that is very heart healthy. And like, share, subscribe. I have my feature movie coming out soon too. Or actually, by the time this video is up, it would have come out, because all my videos are in complete chronological order, and I'm planning to maintain that all the time. So, yep, that's gonna be it. Take care. Cuídate. Cachai. Ciao. Arrivederci. Buongiorno. She. Yeah, man. Big it up. Bomberas. So I might as well just show you a little bit more because I'm ready to cut into my egg. And there you can see it's a nice soft poached egg. Look at that. It's so beautiful. This reminds me of Samantha Fernandez. She had soft-boiled eggs. She liked these soft-boiled eggs. I prepared one for her in my apartment over in Mission Hill. And she was clearly intelligent. There's no doubt about that. Definitely more intelligent than me in many ways. And I realized she knew something about eating soft-boiled eggs. Maybe it wasn't cognitive. Or, not that it wasn't cognitive. Maybe it wasn't super conscious, but it was clear that she knew that they were good for her. My sister also eats soft-boiled eggs. So yeah. I always used to eat hard-boiled eggs because I was more concerned about salmonella. But this is actually healthier. Alright, so there it is. Bon appetit. So there went the egg. Now to get that little bit of yolk left in there. These are some other economical points. As long as you're not wasting too much energy to eat properly, it becomes really economical rather than wasting things. So I'm going to just use a spoon to get the remaining yolk that's in the plate. And there's the bread. So I hope you all enjoyed that as much as I did. Have an excellent day. And yet again, another way to get even more of the yolk is to use some bread. And look at that. This is supposed to be the sopping technique. I think Stevie Nickel, I think they said something about that, about what they did at Liverpool. Or on ESPN, FC. Or maybe it was all a dream. Who the hell knows? Anyway, there it is. A poached, soft, yolked, boiled egg with one roll